Hi third graders, it's Mrs. Nobby back for your last virtual science lab of the year. Next time I see you, you'll be fourth graders. Remember all the fun we've had this year in the lab, cracking geodes, making habitats, drinking nectar from flowers. I hope you all have had a good year and learned a lot of science. But today I have a STEM challenge for you to wrap up our unit on heat. We're going to try to make a solar oven using only the sunshine on this windy afternoon. Before you begin designing your oven, you might want to review the paper that's on my blog. It's a clickable link that's called The Science. It contains a lot of good background information that we've been talking about. Your homeroom teachers has probably assigned to you, but things on heat like that shiny materials are going to reflect heat, dull materials will absorb heat, background that you might want to use to make your oven. If you want to download and print the STEM challenge, it's on the blog as well, called Cooking with a Solar Oven. It gives you the parameters, some suggested materials, and just like in class, places to draw out your ideas, your design plan, your materials list, and this one has a place also to keep track of your data if you want to, so that you know if your solar oven is working or not. Now, what exactly is a solar oven? It's a device that's created to use the energy from the sun that can be used to melt something or cook something inside a small area like a box. And why would we need a solar oven? Say you're home on a day like today. You don't have access to a campfire, can't use the stove, but you really want a s'more. You can design a device to make a yummy, melty s'more just using the power of the sun. What are some materials that will be good for your solar oven? So I've collected several types of boxes. I figured you might have a shoe box at home. It'd be good to have one that is a liftable lid. I've got a flat box as well as an example. Some other materials you might have that you can use: colored paper. Now remember which colors in the one lab absorb the most heat and melted the ice. That's going to be important. Some aluminum foil, some cling wrap, wax paper, tape, maybe some glue, and straws. The goal today for your STEM challenge is to be able to melt something. Now I realize not everybody might have chocolate at home, so I also wrote the STEM challenge to include melting an ice cube. So if you don't have chocolate and you want to try to make an oven that melts an ice cube faster than if it was outside of the oven, the first thing you'll need to do is try to figure out how long an ice cube takes to melt outside of the oven. Then your challenge is going to be to melt it faster in the oven. For the chocolate, I'm going to make a tiny s'more. I didn't have any graham crackers, so I'm going to use saltines. And in the oven that I make, I will put it together. I'll try to figure out how to get those chocolate chips to stay on the top and try to make a s'more. Now notice I used a plate. If you're going to eat anything from your oven, make sure you put something clean on the bottom to make sure that it's nice and sanitary when you eat it. I want to clarify the part about the ice cube. If you're using an ice cube in your oven, you need to make sure that you know how long it takes to melt outside of the box, especially on a day like this. It's only about 65 degrees. So you want to compare that with your time it takes to melt a new ice cube on the inside of the box. You want to make sure that your box is actually trapping the heat, being warm inside, thus making a good solar oven. I'm all ready with my materials and I'm so excited to get started. When you finish your STEM challenge, I would love to see a video or a picture of your results. The first design of the solar oven is done. You'll notice there's some more inside just waiting to get warmed up by the sun. But unfortunately, the sun isn't out right now, so I might have to do my test on another day. Now you may have also noticed that it wasn't me making the solar oven. I challenged my 10th grade son to make the solar oven, but I gave him time constraints and a lot of wind outside to make it a little harder for him. I hope you enjoyed the STEM challenge today. Good luck on your ovens. Send me some pictures or videos if you can. This has been a great year with you all in the science lab. I'll see you in 4th grade. I hope you all have a great summer. I love you and I miss you.